Right now I'm going to show you how you became a person that is obsessed with someone. But first, I want you to know that not everyone gets obsessed. Some people are actually carefree and realize that they are good either way, with or without a specific person in their life. They can move on if they want to, and in my experience, things always get better from that point. And by the end of this video, you will know how all of this works. Because I've been here myself, I really wanted it to work with a person in my life, but it didn't, and it consumed me. And I couldn't stop thinking about it, no matter how hard I tried. But here's what that experience eventually led me to. And it was the most freeing thing ever. I realized that what I sought in that relationship was something I could give to myself right now without the need of that person. And as I realized that, I found peace and could let go of the connection, and a new world of opportunities opened up to me that I didn't see before. But what was it that I was able to give myself? Before I share that with you, I want to touch on how you reverse this and how you make a person very interested in you instead of you being so obsessively interested in them. You see, when you are needy and have an obsession over someone in your life, it will repel them from coming to you in the first place. Because people can sense desperation on an energetic level whether you are aware of it or not, or if you try and hide it or whatever. They don't even need to think about it mentally. And that is because we are always communicating beyond our words with our energy. The subtle things we do in our ways of acting, in our ways of behaving and reacting to situations and social circumstances. And that puts people off if you have a desperate energy, and they will automatically make sure to stay away. I am mentioning this because the person I was interested in, whom I mentioned earlier that I was obsessing over, we actually got together in the end. But it wasn't until after I was able to shift my own energy. But I want you to know that it came about as I didn't even care if it happened or not anymore, that we actually got together. I could have walked away just as well. So how the hell did I come to this point? The most attractive thing is to respect yourself and be who you truly are, and not adjust yourself to account for others to get their approval. But this is such a common thing to do. Pretty much everyone do this to a varying degree. And for someone who is obsessing over someone, it is a much bigger problem. You see, when you are in the obsessive mind state, you are most likely 100% ready to throw out things about yourself. Change who you are, do things that are not really who you are. Simply put, not respect yourself to make the connection work. Because you think about the other person first. What do I need to do? What can I do for them to change their mind? How can I change this? And that's the very energy that kills the connection in the first place. Because you are broadcasting that you don't want to be who you are and that you are a person that doesn't respect yourself and will throw your own needs to the side to get approval and validation from this person. Because you need their validation so much. Did you hear what I just said? I just touched on something that is very important and that I need you to understand in this video. The ability to let go, or just attraction to someone in general, making people interested in you, and you not being obsessive over them, is created from being secure in your own sense of validation. Letting go of someone comes from feeling like you can validate yourself without that someone. Feeling like you love yourself and accept yourself for the person that you are and not needing someone to prove to you that you can do that. This is the opposite of obsession with someone, where you need someone to make you feel okay. This is what I learned to do that I mentioned earlier. I learned how to give myself my own sense of validation, and it set me free. And it was such a powerful moment. When you validate yourself and are your own source for self-love and acceptance, you can be yourself, and letting go of someone that is not good for you or interested in you becomes natural and easy. But why is it that you can't give yourself your own sense of validation right now? I talk a lot about the subconscious mind on my channel. We as humans are always running on different programs that we have created based on the many experiences we had in our lives. But more important than that, how we actually interpreted those situations. What belief we formed because of it. So here's a quick example. Let's pretend that you have a mother that doesn't give you much attention. Let's just pretend. And because of that, you create a belief that you are not someone that can be loved. Straight up. Now, as a coping mechanism for this painful realization, you develop the subconscious programming to account for that event. And your personality is what is being programmed. In this case, you program a behavior of obsession over other people. Another word for subconscious is that we are unaware. This shit happens outside of our awareness. You might create a personality that is obsessive over people, as I just said. And you're always throwing your own needs to the side to adjust in ways you think you have to get someone's validation. And you do it to feel like you are loved and accepted. Why it is so incredibly painful for you right now, and why you have this obsession, is because you're running away from this painful feeling that you can't be accepted or loved, at least according to your own belief. And you really, really need someone to satisfy this belief that you have. Whether you are aware of it or not doesn't matter. The subconscious programming happens beyond awareness and it is automatic. But what I want you to focus on with everything that I said here, the only thing that is actually important about what I said, is that your belief is the source of your behavior of obsession and the cause for the resistance not allowing things to come together with the people that you are obsessing over. The example that I just gave you might not be your story, but why I had to tell you a short story about the neglecting mother is because I want you to understand that you are needy and obsessive today because you also have your own unique experiences and beliefs because of those experiences that made you lose your internal sense of self-worth and self-love. And that is why you can't validate yourself. This happens because of things you went through in your past that made you believe that you are not good enough as you are, that you are not acceptable as you are, and that you are not lovable as you are. This is why people develop an obsession. Because right now you are living a life where you have developed a perception where if certain people are not giving you validation and acceptance, you are not lovable. You are not acceptable. As humans, we need to feel love and acceptance and belonging. It is crucial to our survival. And it is why you need someone so much, because on a deep level, you believe other people hold the key to you loving and accepting yourself. And why it hurts so fucking much not to get that person is because you find yourself in a spot right now where you don't love yourself and you don't accept yourself in this particular situation. But here's the truth. You are born lovable and acceptable, and the only reason why you perceive that you are not that right now is because of a belief you still have that makes it so that you can't tap into that amazing abundant feeling of love and acceptance within yourself, by yourself. So you need to realize, just like I realized, that the only thing not making you feel a deep sense of acceptance and self-love right now has nothing to do with the person you are obsessing over, but all to do with the negative belief you were unaware that you created as you grew up. It is a belief you have right now that makes it so that you can't let go of that person, that makes it so that you can't validate yourself, and why you currently have a negative programming of obsession. So here's my question to you. Do you want to continue to be a slave to the belief you failed to notice that you created? Continue to feel unloved and unacceptable unless someone is there to prove otherwise to you? Continue to obsess and feel uneasy within yourself? Or do you want to get rid of the beliefs and find peace in knowing that you are good enough right now? And let go of the obsession for good as a result of that. And in that process, make it possible to create a real and loving connection with someone once the needy energy that you have right now is gone. If you want to do this, then you should check out the Clean Slate course. Because in there I talk about reprogramming your mind and moving towards your dream life. Or you can like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll make sure to create more content for you right here. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.